guys. Oh my goodness. I wanted to come back and do my 25, 26 to 30 week video. Try to prop my phone up. Unfortunately, I done broke my light, so I have to have Cam come and fix it. But anyways, needless to say, so I'm sitting kind of in my closet. I don't know, ratchet. But anyways, it has been quite a lot going on in the last few weeks. I think my last video, I probably was about to be 25 weeks, or I just turned 25 weeks, so it was the beginning of that. So I'll kind of start there. 25 weeks, we started playing jazz music, classical music to the baby. Just trying to see what his reaction was. And actually it started kind of funny because one night I literally was not able to sleep. He was moving so much, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to do something. So I went and got there was a toy that one of my cousins had bought me that is going to go on the side of his crib, and it's plays music and stuff. And so I was like, oh, let me go get that. Maybe he'll, listen to it and go to sleep. Didn't work. So Cam was like, well, let's just play some classical music from our iPhone and see if it does anything. And so she did that, and he literally went right to sleep, or he was relaxed. So it was kind of cool. So that was the 25 weeks. That was really the biggest adjustment that happened at 25 weeks. Nothing else was really going on at that time. We've just been a lot of nothing really. Like I said, we just work and go to school, so it hasn't been much going on. 26 weeks was a big changer for us. At 26 weeks, I was kind of in the beginning of my nesting phase. I started cleaning up a lot, just wanting to make sure that, things were put in place, blah, 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 reorganizing the room, which I won't show you today, but within the next couple of weeks, I'll show you how I reorganize my room. Once I get the crib put up and everything, I'll show you guys how I reorganize my room and put the bassinet in the room and did everything in the loft the way that I wanted to. I did start packing my hospital bag. I know it's kind of early, but I'm one of the type of people where I would rather be early than be late. And I know that if time has gotten by the way that it has, when you are pregnant, your weeks go by so quick. Literally you just you go through your week, and then it's oh my God, I'm another week pregnant. Oh my God, I'm another week pregnant. In the beginning, it felt slow, but now that I'm so far along, it's the weeks go by so quick. The things that I want to do or try to get done, it's oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I only have this many weeks left. So I wanted to pack my hospital bag when I was thinking about it. I was dude, I'm thinking about my hospital bag, let me just do it. I just realized I look a hot ass mess. It is so cold here in Florida now. I don't know how many degrees it is, and if I turn my video off, it'll tell me. But it's been cold for the last couple of days, and so I have a onesie on and my robe on the outside with socks and sweats underneath. It's so cold to me, but I'm always cold. So when the weather changes and it gets cold, I am freezing. But anyways, so 26 week, I did my cleaning, like I said. I packed my hospital bag. And we actually drove to the hospital for the first time. We didn't know where it was. We are delivering at Winter Park Hospital in Florida, and I had no idea where it is. I know where Winter Park, the city, is, but I just didn't know where the hospital was. Again, I didn't want to wait till the last minute to be trying to drive there panicking or anything, so we did a run through where the hospital was. We also did a run through of where the labor and delivery area was, so we have an idea of kind of where we're going. At 26 weeks, we also I don't know how to say it. We also now have our Cam's niece and nephew living with us temporarily while their mom is in Virginia. So it's been a little rough. So we have her niece who's 16 and her nephew who's 12. So that kind of started happening at 26 weeks. It's been a little rough. That's all I can say. It's been rough. 27 weeks, I really started feeling a lot of movement throughout the day. I mean, constant movement all day long. While I'm at work is where I didn't feel a lot of movement before, but now I feel him moving all day long. Excuse me. I feel him moving all day long. And it's a lot. He moves so much, and it's it's a blessing to feel him move so much, because at least I don't feel something's wrong. I haven't used my Doppler in a while. I tried to want to use it at least once a month. I mean, once a week. It didn't happen. I try to, like I said, but I feel him moving so often, so I feel very, confident with his movement. And it's not just like after I eat or something like that. It's all the time. So it's kind of cool. At 27 weeks, I had scheduled my C-section for January 6th. The reason I scheduled my C-section was for a couple of different reasons. The most important reason for me is that I am the type of person who does not like the element of surprise. I know it's pretty bad, but I want to be prepared for the worst. And I felt like if I was prepared for a C-section, that if a natural birth happened, I would be fine. What I don't want to be not prepared for is a C-section, and I go through wanting to have a natural birth, everything is fine, then I get there and I have an emergency C-section. It would break my heart because I'm not prepared for it. So I feel like if I'm prepared for a C-section and he comes early, then I'm great. Like I'm absolutely fine with that. The other reason at this time, okay, mind you, 27 weeks, at this time, I don't want an epidural. I already have previous back issues, so I didn't want an epidural at all. So because I didn't want an epidural, I decided that a C-section would be the best thing because I don't have to get an epidural. Well, when I called on the 27th to schedule my hospital tour, which I'm going to do November 26th, I think it is, I talked to the nurse. So we had a very long conversation about everything. And I'm going to talk, once I go to my hospital tour, I will talk to you guys about some of the things that we discussed in the hospital tour, because it's important, especially for lesbian couples, to make sure that you have a will and things like that in place, because if something happens while you're undergoing anything, that you have your mate to be able to make those decisions for you. So some things that we talked about, I will definitely go into a video about. At 27 weeks, I did reconsider my C-section. And the reason is because after my conversation with the nurse, I went home and I really looked into the C-section. When you get a C-section, you have two options. You still have to get an epidural, which is where they still numb you, or you have to go under general anesthesia, which means you go all the way under, you're asleep, and I'm fine with that. But the problem with being asleep is that Cam would not be able to cut Cameron's umbilical cord, and that's really special for her. So I wanted to figure out something different. So I did definitely consider natural birth completely. I decided that I'm gonna allow him to come when he's ready. If it happens that he's not here by January 5th, then I'm gonna go through with my scheduled C-section and do the epidural. But if he comes before that, then awesome. I'm absolutely happy. So we've had a conversation. He said he's ready to come now. So, I just want him to be healthy. So whenever he's ready, I'm ready. At 28 weeks, I started getting a lot of heartburn. Again, I had some mild heartburn in the beginning before, but now it's all the time after I eat, and it's bad. And I don't drink a lot of milk because I just don't like the taste of milk. So I do drink almond milk. Oh my God. Excuse me. I drink almond milk with my cereal, and I try to have a bowl of cereal at least every morning to help with the heartburn. But I don't like the taste of Tums, so I don't take them. But it is definitely harder now with the heartburn. I get a lot of heartburn. It's also harder for me to go to sleep at night. I toss and turn, I feel like, all night long. It's even hard for me to go to work. I go to work, but I'm tired all the time. It doesn't matter how much sleep I get. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Mind you, I'm up at about 6:30 every morning, no matter what. If not earlier, if I have to work a early shift, I'm up earlier. But I have to be up at 6:30 every single morning to take the kids to school. And that's a lot. It's a strain because last night I got off work at 11:30. So it's been kind of a lot. At 28 weeks, we also did our 3D 4D ultrasound, which if you guys have already seen the video, you guys seen it. He's amazing. He made some of the craziest facial expressions. It was so hilarious. There's one picture that I really love, is where his mouth is open and he looks like he's crying. And it made me tear up because when I was looking at the video, I was like, oh my God, he's crying. And they were like, no, he's probably opening his mouth to drink something or eat. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just so crazy. But it was really an experience to watch the 3D 4D ultrasound. I was very amazed. My parents were very excited to see those pictures because he did very well. 29 weeks, which was this past week that I have went through, because I will be 30 weeks tomorrow. 29 weeks, we are just literally so excited to be in the third trimester. Like, I'm so ready for him to come. I did schedule my maternity shoot. I'm going to actually do 2 of them. The first maternity shoot we're going to be doing this weekend, and I wanted to do it now because the second one that we're going to do is later on in December. And what I'm scared about is that I'm going to be too late for that one, and at least I got this one done. If I get both of them, great. But if I want to make sure I get this one done, which is kind of early. I'll be 30 weeks when I get this one done. Not early, but it's 30 weeks. So I'll get this one done, but I was more scared about doing the one later on where I'll be 36, 37 weeks, just because I didn't want to schedule only one and then not be able to do it. So I'm going to do a photo shoot. We have a lot of different ideas with this one, so I don't know how it'll work out. I thought about it today, and I wanted to incorporate her niece and nephew because they're going to be moving to Virginia, and they mean the world to her. So I would love to incorporate them and incorporate Bella in our photo shoot and figure out some different ideas. So we're going to do that this week. For my 30 weeks, like I said, this video was 25, 26 to 30, so my next video will be like 30 to 31. So I plan on this week doing my belly cast. We bought one. I was gonna go get one done, but it's a little more expensive, and now with the 2 kids, there's certain things that we're not able to do. So we purchased one that we can kind of do ourselves, so we're gonna give it a try, see how it works. Of course, if it doesn't come out great, then I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the money together to do it, because I really want to have that done. So we're gonna do that. I'm also going to schedule some Lamaze classes. Because of our schedules, I'm going to have to do our Lamaze classes online. Either way, whether it was going to be online or inside of a facility, I just wanted both of us to experience it. I think that it's important not only that I know what's going on, but also that Cam knows what's going on and how she can help to support me during labor. So that's kind of our plan for the next week or so. I'm gonna probably start, now that I'm hitting 30 weeks, probably try to do a video on a weekly basis. Weekly or every 2-week visit. I'll probably be honest and realistic. I will probably try to do a video every 2 weeks. So my next video will be like my 31, 32 weeks video, only because it gets so close. I literally have 10 weeks left. And that's to my original due date, which is the 13th. So technically to my C-section, I have 9 weeks left. So it's like, it gets busy and it gets closer. So I'm like, okay, if I could do a video every 2 weeks, that'll kind of help. And then it'll give you guys a little bit more insight. I do want to show you guys a couple of different things. So I will do that. At the end of the video, I'll take some belly shots and stuff like that so you guys can see my belly. One of the biggest things that my partner noticed that I hadn't noticed is I have like a discoloration on my stomach. It freaked me out, like really, really freaked me out. But I have an appointment on Wednesday. I'm going to talk to him about it. But a lot of people are just like, oh, it's just, part of pregnancy, your skin gets discolored. But it freaked me out. Like it's not bad, but it's bad. So I'll show you guys pictures of that as well. But anyways, actually, I'm just going to do the belly shot now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. And I took a video. I did a video. Let me try to think. When I do that video, I did a video last week sometime, I think it was, and he was moving, but it's not easy to catch him moving. So here's my belly. Woo. We are big and round, but not too bad. My tattoos have stretched a little bit, but not so bad that I'm like dying. And I'm gonna take the phone so you guys can see the discoloration a little bit. But see, it's like right here. And it's just lighter. I don't know, like I said, it's not really bad, but it kind of bothered me a little bit. I was a little nervous about it. So like I said, that's my belly shot. 30 weeks tomorrow. Other than that, if you guys have any questions or anything, any suggestions, let me know, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you.